Yeah,
Congress?
definitely it will be an act of Congress.
Okay.
Kasi ano yan eh, di ba, yung revised penal code, it's basic. When I took up law, yung revised penal code ang tawag doon. Doon nakalagay yung basic laws on crimes against chastity, crimes against property, crimes against blah, blah, blah. And then nandoon din yung mga rules on justifying circumstance, aggravating circumstance, etc. Andoon din yung mga penalties. Doon sa penalties, andoon din yung indeterminate sentence law that says merong nagbibigay ng range on minimum, maximum penalties, mga ganon. Kaya kung makikita nyo yung mga nabibilanggo, 12 years to 20 years, ganon. Kasi may minimum, maximum. Mahirap explain dito yan. But, ang mahalaga doon sa gusto nating ma-achieve doon is yung clear definition ng elements of a crime. Kasi marami ngayon na nagkakaroon ng confusion. So, lalo na sa mga investigador natin, ano bang crime ang tamang i-charge against kaninong offender, di ba? Ang hirap nun, sa totoo lang, isa sa lowest grade ko yan sa bar exam. Mapakahirap yung criminal law. Nahirapan ako doon dahil nga sa dividing line, even inside the revised penal code itself, alisin mo pa yung mga special laws na enact after the revised penal code. Ang dami nun. Hindi mo ma-divide what's the difference between minsan robbery and theft, qualified theft, etc., robbery with kidnapping, etc. Di ba? Rape with ganon, murder. Di ba? Kayo ba, nakikita niyo, kung yung may mga nasa police beat, makita mo, iba-iba yung report. And lawyers are also confused. And even judges are confused then. So, ibig sabihin parang importante na ma-simplify, hindi naman ma-simplify, but maging mas klaro at ma-update nga. Kasi yung mga crime noon, sa revised penal code, yung meron dong nakalagay pa hanggang ngayon, matindi penalty noon, yung theft of coconut. Kasi nung araw, nung 1930s, mahalaga yung kopra. So, pag nagnakaw ka ng coconut, that's qualified theft. Kontra dun sa ordinary theft. So, yun yung mga ibig kong sabihin na kailangang i-update. Yung estafa doon is punishable by life imprisonment, yung worth 20,000 pesos lang. So, magkano yung 20,000 pesos noon kumpara ngayon? Di ba? So, we have to upgrade, update everything.
How long is your timeline, sir?
Ay mahabang usapan yan dahil kailangan dyan may code commission. Sa totoo lang dahil maraming experts dyan tayong kukonsultahin. Ang procedure namin is we created, si Laila yata or Secretary de Lima has already created a sort of a committee in her department to look into this. But on a much larger picture, palagay ko, we need to ask for Congress. I'm not so sure yet, no? But it's just crossed my mind now. Now, we may have to ask Congress for the creation of a code commission to really do this. Kasi malaking gagastusan din to eh.
Sir, last na heinous crimes, meron bang aayusin pa?
Kamukha nung yung heinous crimes na yon. Merong, which one do you file?
Okay.
Under heinous crimes, under revised penal code, even yung anti-terrorism law, yung Human Securities Act rather, yung definition ng terrorism there is medyo flawed ng konti because nagkaroon ng kailangan yung act of terrorism must be directed against the government. Di ba? Kasi nagkaroon doon ng, instead na or ang nilagay, naging end. Simple things like those. So therefore, it's very difficult to prosecute anyone for terrorism. So anong ginagawa? Papaila ng ordinary crime. Di ba? So wala tayong, right now, there's only one case under the Human Securities Act na na-file because of the difficulty in proving that crime. So yun yung mga, marami pa yon na dapat i-reconcile.
Thank you very much.